Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're breaking down the best cheap meta tier list for Football Club 26 Ultimate Team. We'll cover every budget, from the cheap picks under 10,000 to the mid-range under 25,000, all the way up to the pricey options around 100,000. The goal is simple: help you build smart, no matter what stage your squad is at. We'll talk about who to grab first, who's worth saving for, and exactly why these cards fit the current meta. Now, before we dive in, here's how the list is set up. Prices in Ultimate Team swing a lot with market crashes and lightning rounds, so think of these tiers as guidelines, not fixed numbers. Pace is still huge, but it's not everything. In tight games, clean defending, sharp dribbling, and the right play styles usually decide the win. And last but not least, chemistry. Links can make or break your squad, so I'll point out the easy ones along the way. All right, let's get down to business with the goalkeepers. For a solid shot stopper, the key stats are reflexes and diving. Handling helps too, especially on those annoying rebounds. Under 10,000, you've got a few gems. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Calm, consistent, and reads shots like a book. Even on a budget, he's got world-class reactions. Emiliano Martinez. Safe hands, great command in the box, and that "I got this" vibe when chaos breaks out. Jordan Pickford. Quick off his line and loves a 1v1. Great if you like playing sweeper-keeper style. Ederson Santana de Moraes. Even cheap, he's got elite distribution. If you build from the back, this guy's your man. Step it up to the under 25,000 bracket. Georgi Mamardashvili. Huge frame, strong reflexes, and hard to beat low. Jan Oblak. Old school wall. Doesn't move much, but when he does, it counts. Mike Maignan. Confident, athletic, and clears danger fast. Great if you play a high line. Finally, in the under 100,000 range, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Massive frame, hard to beat near post, and solid under pressure. David Raya Martin. Best at shutting down near post shots. Great reflex package. Thibaut Courtois. Calm, dominant in the air, and clutch in big moments. Allison Ramsey's Becker. Balanced keeper with safe hands and great positioning. Keeper plan? Start cheap with Moraes. Then move to Mamardashvili or Donnarumma once your backline is set. And speaking of the backline, that's where we're heading next. When it comes to center backs, the recipe is simple. You need pace, strength, and clean interceptions. Passing is a bonus, but those three win games. Under 10,000, you've got some budget warriors. Ronald Araujo, physically dominant and reads strikers like a pro. Great pairing with quicker center backs. Dayot Upamecano, big frame, powerful tackles, sometimes clunky, but when he connects, it's over. Abdulkadir Husanov, cheap but feisty. Good reactions and surprising pace for the price. Ilya Zabarny, calm, composed, and rarely out of position. Smart choice for defensive structure. David Hanko, left-footed and steady. Perfect if you want clean build-up from the back. Move up to the under 25,000 bracket and things get stronger. Ibrahima Konate, strong, composed, and tracks runs effortlessly. Maxence Lacroix, pacey and lean. Good timing and challenges. And yeah, his price keeps dropping. Gleison Bremer, solid rock in defense. Perfect for classic backline setups. Alessandro Bastoni, excellent positioning, especially if you like playing possession football. Now, in the under 100,000 range, we're talking elite level. Mickey van de Ven, rapid recovery speed and powerful tackles. Eder Militao, elite agility for a center back. Always feels snappy. Piero Hincapié, reliable and composed, good build-up play. Marquinhos, intelligent defender, positions perfectly in tight games. What about center back's plan? For mid-budget, go with Konate and Lacroix. If you've got the coins, Van de Ven plus Militao will make games frustratingly boring for your opponents. And with the core of your defense locked, let's shift to the fullbacks, the players who make or break your transitions. Fullbacks are all about pace, defensive awareness, and ball control. Shooting is nice, but honestly, you don't need it here. Under 10,000, you've got a few standouts. Alphonso Davies, pure pace, strong recovery runs, and scary going forward. Feels like a winger in defense. Milos Kerkez, aggressive and fast, not flashy but always shows up, reliable for tight games. Destiny Udogie, mobile, confident on the ball, and presses like a bulldog. Denzel Dumfries, the tank, solid, fast, and wins most duels. A budget wall. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, balanced and smooth in transitions, especially if you overlap often. Trent Alexander-Arnold, elite crosses and creative passes. You'll give up some defense, but the attack payoff is huge. Step up to the under 25,000 range. Jeremy Frimpong, rapid transitions, clean tackles, and dangerous overlap runs. Simply the best for the price. Ferland Mendy, balanced fullback with recovery pace, solid strength, and smooth link-up play on the left. Then, in the under 100,000 bracket, you're looking at some of the best in the league. Alejandro Balde, pace, stamina, and decent crossing. Pure modern fullback. Marcos Llorente works anywhere on the right. Incredible stamina and aggression. So what's the move? On a budget, run with Davies and Udogie. If you've got the spare coins, slot in Frimpong on the right. He changes the way you defend. And now we move to the shield in front of them. The CDM, the anchor who keeps everything under control. The defensive midfield spot is where games are won and lost. You need destroyer instincts here. Interceptions, strength, and smart positioning. Passing is a bonus because the quicker you kill a counter, the better. For central midfield, the engines of your team. Here you want stamina, dribbling, and passing to control the tempo. Under 10,000, N'Golo Kanté never stops running. Still a defensive monster, no matter the meta. Sandro Tonali, physical, clean tackles, solid ball carry. Great connector between defense and attack. Aurelien Tchouameni, big presence, wins aerial duels, and keeps your midfield safe. Leon Goretzka, hybrid beast. Strength, pace, and shot power, all in one. Under 25,000, Eduardo Camavinga. Smooth transitions, good link play, and reliable under pressure. Declan Rice, ball winner with composure. Anchors the midfield beautifully. Nicolo Barella, energy machine, always where you need him. Under 100,000, Joshua Kimmich, precise, steady, and always in control. Ryan Gravenberch, smooth dribbler with good shooting angles. Moises Caicedo, aggressive ball winner, ideal for pressing teams. Vitinha, Vitor Machado, neat control, great tempo player. If you want pure defensive control, Kanté or Tonali do the job even at base level. For a mobile shield, Caicedo is the budget king. And if you can stretch to his inform, Gravenberch becomes a two-way weapon who changes your midfield dynamic. With the engines ready, it's time to talk about the locksmith, the attacking midfielders who unlock defenses. For the attacking midfield, it's all about agility, vision, and end product. And let's be honest, weak foot and skill moves often decide those tight box situations. Under 10,000, Paulo Dybala, creative spark with deadly finesse. He'll turn a half chance into a goal. Dominic Szoboszlai, solid link-up, dangerous from distance, and works box to box if needed. Xavi Simons, light, technical, and sharp on turns. Fun to use if you like skill play. Under 25,000, Lionel Messi. Even off-meta, his close control and placement shots still melt defenses. Under 100,000, Cole Palmer. He's standout mid-budget cam. Left foot magic, outside boot finishes, and clever runs. He's the creator you want if you're building under 100,000. Jamal Musiala, agile, creative, silky. The perfect playmaker. Start with Szoboszlai or Dybala if you're on scraps. If you've got 60,000, Palmer is your mid-budget hero. And with that creative spark locked in, it's time to move wide. To the wings, where pace and that final ball make all the difference. On the left wing, you want pace, dribbling, and reliable finishing, whether that's cutbacks or curling one into the far post. Under 10,000, Marcus Rashford, classic pace merchant finisher. Deadly when he gets room. Jeremy Doku, unpredictable, fast, and a nightmare for defenders. Pure fun. Under 25,000, Eva Payor, strong finisher, dependable in front of goal. Guro Reiten, creative wide player with precision crosses. Brahim Diaz, smooth control, nice agility. Under 100,000, Rafael Leao, power, pace, flair, a walking highlight reel. If you're working with scraps, Rashford gives you pace and dribbles. For pure chaos, Doku changes how defenders react. And if you can stretch, Leal is the safe pick for a balanced play. Now let's swing across the pitch, over to the right wing, where cut-ins and sweaty finishes decide games. On the right wing, the key ingredients are acceleration, close control, and a clean shot when cutting inside. Under 10,000, Federico Chiesa. Direct, sharp, always cuts in for that finesse finish. Bradley Barcola. Fast, tricky, and sneaky good at drifting into space. Pedro Neto. Electric down the flank. Feels smooth, hits hard. Phil Foden. Silky dribbling and precise shooting. You can feel the quality even on a budget. Under 25,000. Kareem Adeyemi. Blistering pace. Cut-ins are lethal. Bukayo Saka. Consistent performer. Makes the right plays every time. Under 100,000. Desiree Doué. Young engine with big game mentality. Rodrigo Silva de Goes. Finesse god. Cuts inside and bends them top corner. Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Dribbles through traffic, creates chaos. Fun to watch. If you're on a shoestring, Saka is the anchor for under 25,000. At midcoins, Saka is the anchor for under 25,000. And if you've got the budget, Doué is the nimble creator, while Rodrigo gives you height and end product. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the finishers up top. Let's talk strikers. For strikers, the formula is clear. You need finishing, composure, and either top pace or strong hold-up play. And let's be real, a 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills make a world of difference. Under 10,000, Hugo Ekitike. Tall, agile, and holds the ball well. Budget target man material. Randall Kolo Muani. Aggressive runs, great finishing, and feels quick in transition. Ayoze Perez. Reliable utility forward, links play, and sneaks in goals you don't expect. Under 25,000, Omar Marmoush. Underrated baller, quick with sharp finishing. Brian Mbuemo. Striker-style movement from the wing, smart runs in behind, and sharp finishing. Lois Openda. Absolute pace demon with killer instincts. Under 100,000. Claudia Pina Medina. Clinical finisher with sharp positioning. Melchi Dumornay. Energetic and technical. Feels like a cheat code in midfield. Julian Alvarez. Engine forward, never stops pressing, sneaks goals constantly. Erling Haaland. Pure power striker. First-time shots are deadly, and his pace bulldozes back lines. Alexander Isak. Tall, quick, and smooth on the ball. Elite finisher for his price. You can pick Gabriel de Jesus instead of Ekitike. Midcoins? Marmoush feels silky and scores consistently. And if you want the meta duo, Isak and Haaland give you two very different but equally lethal striker profiles. If you're looking for promos, Tim Howard, Jerzy Dudek, and Jorge Campos all still pop up here. Howard feels massive in goal. Dudek's reflexes are sharp. Campos is tiny but insane for quick reactions. Defenders like Jordi Alba, TOTW, and Di Lorenzo's Special bring energy and balance. Kohler is solid if you need a Bundesliga wall. Midfield promos like Orsolini add flair, and Park Ji-sung brings that perfect box-to-box hustle. And of course, Gianluca Vialli, a timeless striker who still delivers. And that wraps up the position breakdown. We've covered the best players for every price point and every role. But if you want a ready-made recipe, let me show you 3 complete starting blueprints that you can plug straight into your squad. All right, let's wrap it up with 3 ready-made budget squads you can drop straight into your club. Under 10,000, core, quick, hungry, and lethal on the break. Manager, Di Martinez, keeps morale up and tactics simple for an early grind squad. Goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, sharp off his line, reliable reactions, and fearless in 1v1s. Center backs, Ronald Araujo plus Abdukodir Kusanov. Araujo handles the heavy duels while Kusanov tracks fast runners and clears danger. Fullbacks, Destiny Udogie plus Trent Alexander-Arnold. Udogie bombs forward with pace, and Trent swings in perfect diagonals from deep. Defensive midfield, Aurelien Tchouameni. Reads play like a veteran, breaks up counters, and starts transitions. Central midfield, Sandro Tonali. Clean passing, quick tackles, and drives the tempo. Left wing, Marcus Rashford. Deadly on the break, cuts inside and punishes gaps. Right wing, Phil Foden. Calm on the ball, links smartly, and finds final passes. Strikers, Hugo Ekitike plus Ayoze Perez. Ekitike plays strong and direct. Ayoze sneaks into channels and finishes clinically. In this core, two-way midfielders glue everything together. Wingers run chaos on the flanks, and the Ekitike-Ayoze link-up gives this cheap squad a real cutting edge. It's a starter setup that punches above its price tag. Under 25K core. Balanced, reliable, and upgradable. Manager, F. Herzler. Sets a steady defensive shape and keeps transitions clean. Goalkeeper, Jan Oblak. Great reflexes, strong hands, and always well-positioned. Center backs, David Hanko plus Ibrahima Konate. Hanko holds his ground. Konate closes gaps with speed. Solid chemistry between strength and control. Fullbacks, Ferland Mendy plus Jeremy Frimpong. Mendy provides balance and recovery. Frimpong tears down the line and stretches play. Defensive midfield, Declan Rice. Classic shield in front of the defense, wins duels and recycles possession. Central midfield, Eduardo Camavinga. Smooth carrier, steady passer, and solid link between lines. Left wing, Bukayo Saka. Reliable dribbler with end product, perfect for wing isolations. Right wing, Jeremy Doku. All pace and sharp changes of direction, nightmare for tired fullbacks. Strikers, Hugo Ekitike plus Omar Marmoush. Ekitike handles hold-up play. Marmoush runs in behind and finishes fast. You get structure through Rice and Camavinga, creativity from wide players, and two forwards that keep pressure on the last line. Cheap, modern, and ready to scale up as you build coins. Under 100K core, meta hybrid with elite tools. Manager, A. Slot. Keeps pressing coordinated and build up clean. Goalkeeper, Jerzy Dudek. Old school presence with great reflex saves. Backup plan, Donnarumma for more size and reach if you upgrade later. Center backs, Piero Hincapié plus Eder Militao. Hincapié's pace and tackling balance Militao's anticipation and recovery. Fullbacks, Alejandro Balde plus Marcos Llorente. Balde overlaps with speed. Llorente offers both defensive grit and controlled passing. Defensive midfield trio, Ryan Gravenberch plus Moises Caicedo plus Jude Bellingham. Gravenberch drives forward. Caicedo locks down the center, and Bellingham does a bit of everything. Power, vision, and late runs. Left wing, Nico Williams. Electric acceleration, cuts in hard and delivers precision crosses. Right wing, Rodrigo Goes. Slick dribbler who times his runs perfectly. Strikers, Julian Alvarez. Tireless press, clever movement, and consistent finishing from any angle. Jude Bellingham and Nico Williams are slightly over our budget of 100,000, but if you have some spare coins, don't hesitate. This core has got top-tier chemistry between aggression and technique. The midfield can control or counter. The wings stretch play, and Alvarez brings sharpness up front. It feels like a mini meta team without the full meta budget. Don't chase every shiny card. Chase balance, a backline that recovers, a defensive midfield who reads the game, and attackers who stay composed under pressure. That's the real recipe. So drop your current players and budget in the comments, and we'll suggest swaps that fit your playstyle. If this helped, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll keep cooking up more league-by-league lists.